Hi, I've previously looked at scratch building these models of the AT-70 Reaver and the AT-83 Brigand battle tanks used by the Blood Pact and other Chaos forces in the Sabbat Worlds Crusade. But these two vehicles aren't the only armoured fighting vehicles that are used by those forces. They also have some lighter vehicles at their disposal. And in this video, I'm going to be looking at scratch building a representation of one of those. In particular, the KL5 Scavenger light tank. As usual, I began the project by making a 1:1 scale sketch of the model that I wanted to build. And given that I couldn't find any official artwork of the Scavenger, I had to rely on the description given for it in some of the Sabbat Worlds novels. And in those, it is described as an 8-wheeled vehicle with a boxy appearance, and it mounts a cannon in a turret. So I came up with this. It's a very simple design, not far removed probably from many of the designs that exist in the world today. And with that sketch completed, I moved on to my basic card prototype so that I could see what the model would look like in 3 dimensions. And once I was satisfied with that, I then recreated it in plasticard. So this is the basic core of my vehicle. I'll just bring the sketch back in. You can see how it relates. And for the wheels, I am using short lengths of plastic pipe that have each end covered in a sheet of plasticard, and then there must be 4 of these on each side. Now I could have used some of the many resin wheels that are available off the shelf. These would be approximately 19 millimeters, but I wanted to do something that was more generic, so I've gone with scratch building the wheels as well. But with the core and the basic wheels all done, I am now ready to begin detailing this model. So here is the detailed KL5 Scavenger light tank, and as always I've used a variety of different methods for putting the details on this model. Largely I've used smaller pieces of plasticard for building the armour panels at the sides, and little details such as vision blocks, and then sort of random irregularities in the surface. Now, the law states that these vehicles have what's called a hog face at the front of the hull, so I have quite literally crafted the face of a hog, and I've used a very thin sheet of plasticard for that. I've used 1/2 mil plasticard for it. I've also built up the forward headlight fittings with plasticard and some of the details at the back. Of course, everywhere you can see grey, that is a part from a Games Workshop kit. I've got a battle cannon from a Rogel Dawn tank. The coaxial bolter is a bolt rifle from Primaris Intercessors. I've got lots of handholds from Imperial Guard tank kits, a couple of bits and pieces from Imperial Guard tank accessory sprues, and also a Chaos Star from a Chaos vehicle kit. The cupolas, these are made from very tops of Citadel paint pots, and then I've used some washers for headlights and also detailing on the wheels. Now, in the lore also, as well as the hog face, it mentions the armament of this vehicle, and in addition to vehicles that have the 105mm cannon, there are apparently some other versions which have a 55mm autocannon. So I have put together a second vehicle that has this optional armament on, and it is detailed in the same way as the first. And so with these two assembled and detailed, they are now ready to be painted. And to finish with, here are the two painted KL5 Scavenger light tanks. And you'll see that I've gone with my usual colour scheme for the Blood Pact of a dark brown, whilst the hog face details on the front hull have been painted white, as they are described as being. And if I bring in my Reaver tank, you'll see that the two vehicles are similar size to one another. They're the same length and same height, though obviously the wheeled chassis of the Scavenger would mean it would be a much lighter vehicle and less well protected than the Reaver is. And if I bring in the Brigand, you'll see again that the Brigand is significantly larger. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed this look at the Blood Pact's wheeled light tank, the KL5 Scavenger. Thanks for watching. Bye.